everybody. My name is Amaka and I'm here with
Ada
and
Karen.
So today we're going to be talking about work-life balance and motherhood. Today I will be asking Ada and Karen what do they think and how do they navigate these two things together. So I'm going to start with you, Ada. How do you navigate motherhood and work balance? Please, can you tell us?
Okay, so motherhood, as you all know, is more like a full-time job, and also having a very busy career because I work in the hospital as well. So it's quite difficult because I've got two young children. I have to go to work. I have deadlines. I come back. I'm tired. So it's quite a very challenging situation for me. I don't know about any other person. I'm struggling. I am really struggling. But thank God we don't look like what we are going through.
Yeah.
So one thing has to pay. You have to spend that money. Because you cannot serve two masters at a time. You cannot be a full-time, a professional, and also be there full-time for your children. You have to go to work. So there's an option of nursery, option of child-minding, and option of nanny. So for me, I'm doing nanny. But then again, these are your children. You're leaving them with someone. You still have to have time to spend with them. So trust me, it's hard. But we thank God for where we are and where we are going to.
Thank you so much, Ada. So I'm gonna come to you, Karen. How then do you navigate these two, as a mother and also as a professional? How do you navigate it?
Well, I think I'll write a book because it's has been, oh my God. So having to look after 5 kids,
wonderful,
having a busy career, and still striving for excellence, because it's one thing to have just a career, it's another thing for you to strive to continue to progress in your career. I think one has to give way. I don't really think that you can be a successful career lady, top A career lady, and also be top A at home. It's I don't think they go hand in hand in a country like this. Just like our others say, you have to make some compromises. Childcare, nanny. For me, I've used everything you can think about. Nursery, childcare, nanny, I've had to sometimes, and for me, I've had to deal with the guilt of sometimes not attending, school appointments, early morning play groups, and, your kids are waiting for you, it's a whole lot of, roller coaster, but at the end of the day, we've been pulling through, and I think we'll continue to pull through.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Almost all of us has gone through this as a professional and also as a mother. My own story is quite different because I use nanny as well, but I've got difficult nannies that even as I'm at work, I'm still thinking, so what's gonna happen to these kids and all the rest of them? So at some point, I wanted to give up my career because of my kids, because I believe that my kids come first before any other thing. But for one reason or the other, myself and my husband, we sat down and we talked about this, and we came up with a plan, and that has really worked for me. Until today, this is what I have been doing. So I'm a career woman, and also I look after my family, which I don't feel there's nothing like guilt for me because I'm always there 24/7. At some point, my children are asking me, "Mommy, do you go to work?" Do you go to work?
My God.
Because I've got to do what I've got to do for them, just for them to be happy and to be fulfilled with other children that they've seen that their parents are there for them as well. So that is my own story, but I'm happy today because I did what I did because of them. And that's it.
Oh, Amaka, you just said something that broke my heart. When you said your children asked you, do you go to work? This is what My little girl, she says opposite of what your children say.
Mom, you're always
Oh,
working.
Mom, again? Work again? So, oh God.
I think, well, if you have a supportive partner whose working style is flexible,
Yeah.
that is the
It does
person.
help.
It helps. But again, at the end of the day, you would have to, do what is best for you. It's good for you to make sacrifices. It's also good for you. It's also good for your children to look at you and say, oh, my mom is a very hardworking woman.
Yeah.
My son have said to me, oh, mom, I would like to be like you.
Aww.
I like to work hard the way you do.
Aww.
But it's just for you to be able to, make those compromises
Yes.
when you need to and be
Yeah.
open and honest about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just to ask this question, because I know that a lot of our viewers will be there looking, they want to find out what then did you do in order to make these things work for you. What advice will you give to our viewers, Karen?
What the advice I would give to our viewers is, first of all, finding a career path as a woman which is flexible for you. Some of us have very wonderful dreams, very wonderful plans, but again, does it suit your family life? So always bear that in mind. Does it suit your family life? Yes, you want to be a pilot, or you want to be an air hostess. Do you have kids? Does that suit your family? So look for a career path, or if you're already in a career already, find out the good thing about living in this part of the world is that jobs have been made in such a way that you can find your own flexibility. You can always navigate as much as possible, find what suits you. So find your own career path for make it as flexible as you can to support your family.
And then I'll come to you, Ada. What do you think about that? What advice will you advise our audience? What will you tell them?
Yeah, I quite agree with Karen. But in addition, I think it's also quite important to have a partner that his job would not be like yours. If you're like a woman that is in a very stressful, difficult job and you're a professional and you really have to be there at work, it's not going to be fair on the children for both parents to work like that. So I think finding a partner that his job is more flexible than yours, just to that space you've created, so that he can feel that in, just like she said, attending to children's schools, because children born in this part of the world, they don't forget things. They keep telling you, Mom, you didn't come. So but if their dad came, they wouldn't feel left out. So finding a partner that has a more flexible job is something that I would really encourage. And some of my colleagues, some of them give up their career just for their children. They waited for their children to get to a certain age for them to go back to and specialize in their dream specialty. So this is something you could consider if it's something that will work for you. So that's what I have to say.
Wonderful. So this is so good and very informative as well, because a lot of people are struggling, to find this balance. But as we have discussed, like we all have shared our own experiences, what we've gone through. So just to let you know that you're not the only one going through that. There's a lot of people going through that as well. So thank you so much, viewers. I think we're gonna stop here, because if not, there's a lot to talk about on this. It's massive that we can't even stop, like to say now we're gonna continue. We won't finish this. So thank you so much for watching. What advice will you give our viewers to continue sharing and
subscribe, comment, tell us how you're managing yours as well. I would want to learn.
Exactly.
I'm still struggling, like I said. So I would like to hear what you have, what has been working for you. Ask your friends, your family to come and give us their own views as well.
Oh, thank you, Ada.
And let us know if you want us to discuss anything. Put it in the chat. Send us a private message. If there's any topic at all you want us to talk about, we're more than happy to explore that. Thank you.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Continue sharing and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Till then, we'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.